is a video about Fortnite's increase in VBuck prices that's going to take place soon. But before I get into that, here's my P.O. box if you want to send me any fan mail. And also, if you would like to, please share this video and subscribe if you're interested, and like and leave a comment. One without cuss words in it. Hello everybody, Steelfist Gaming here, and today is not going to be a happy video, because I have some very serious news from the world of video games. And it's pretty much going to be a financial crisis if I don't stop this. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to make you aware of what's going on and tell us how all of us working together can stop this madness. So, here's the news. If you're not sitting down, I recommend you sit down, because this is some serious news about the world of video games. So here it is. Battle Pass updates. The Battle Pass will now cost 800 V-Bucks and will reward 800 V-Bucks. So first, they're cutting our V-Bucks from the Battle Pass to the point where we can only buy another Battle Pass instead of Battle Pass and then a little bit extra. And now, $8.99 used to buy 1,000 V-Bucks, now it buys 800. $22.99 used to buy 2,800, now it only buys 2,400. $36.99 buys 4,500, which used to buy 5,000. $89.99 used to buy 12,500, used to be 13,500. So, yeah, you're getting less of what you paid for. And this is a huge problem, you guys, because Fortnite, as we all know, it's a massive game ran by a massive company, Epic Games, and see, I have them right here on my stick. And this is a complete disaster, because Epic Games is going to... They're just trying to make more money off of a free video game, even though they have their own video game store that competes against Steam. They have their own. They have their own. They have so many games. They have so many games. It's ridiculous. They need to increase the price of V-Bucks on the users of Fortnite, because they just want to. And it's pretty messed up, because the only way to effectively complete a battle pass is if you spend every waking hour of your time playing Fortnite. I mean, it's crazy how much you have to put in just in order to get what you put in. And it's sort of gonna... It never ends just here. It never ends just here. Fortnite, what they're gonna do, they're gonna keep changing the V-Buck prices until you can't get another battle pass from the old one. Before you know it, the video game is going to be pay to play. You're going to have to pay to play it. You're going to have to pay to play the video game. That's me looking into the future, so it's anyone's guess. But that's what I think is going to happen. I think Fortnite's going to just keep going until you just have to pay to play the video game at all. And I get that you don't need a battle pass in order to play, but it's still pretty cool. And if they get, it's kind of a mean strategy where you get your players used to something and then take it away, make them pay to get it back. So, I mean, it's fun. I mean, think about it. Fortnite, what they've, I mean, they're presumably doing this because they're not making enough money somehow, even though Epic Games is a gigantic company. I mean, absolutely gigantic. I mean, it's absurd how big it is because Fortnite is one of the top ranking games ever made, and they make plenty to keep the servers up off and the staff paid probably on marketing alone. I mean, think about it. They have Family Guy, they have The Simpsons, they even have SpongeBob. See? SpongeBob. I have a SpongeBob shirt and a SpongeBob shirt. And SpongeBob on my stick. So, don't think I don't know about SpongeBob. And I've also made several comics, including SpongeBob versus Benjamin Franklin, SpongeBob versus Sonic the Hedgehog, and SpongeBob versus Ronald McDonald. So I know all about SpongeBob, and SpongeBob's a very good marketing opportunity, and I know that because one of my SpongeBob comics has over 40,000 views. If I was monetized, that'd be set up for life. But YouTube hasn't monetized me yet. Hopefully they do soon. But, yeah. Off of marketing, I mean, do you think these companies put their stuff in there for free? I mean, if I were to put one of my movie characters in there, I bet that it would cost me $1 zillion. And Epic Games, they can make their money off of marketing alone, but they want to squeeze out extra money from the player base. And here's the messed up part. Most of the player base is like 6-year-olds who can't even afford VBucks on their own. So they're just going to ask their parents for more and more, and the parents probably aren't going to know what's the difference. Which is, I mean, why wouldn't you try and just increase your marketing opportunities? Have you ever tried putting Sonic the Hedgehog in Fortnite? Have you ever tried putting Minecraft Steve in Fortnite? No, you haven't. Do those, and then you're gonna sell so much. You won't have to put the price of V-Bucks way high to the roof. You'll sell so many skins that you won't have to. If you could play as Sonic the Hedgehog, do you have any idea how much of a game changer that would be? I mean, I would love to play Fortnite as Sonic the Hedgehog. Or even Mario! You know what I think about Mario, you guys? I think it peaked with Super Mario 64 and has dramatically fallen off since then. Or Sonic, which are both good game franchises, at least for their time. So I think that if you reach out to Nintendo or Sega, put some classic video game or Mojang, you could easily increase your marketing opportunities, but they don't do that. So, you might think this sounds completely hopeless. I did at first too, but then I realized there are a lot of Fortnite players. And in numbers, there is strength. So, that means if we all work together, we can reverse this chaos before it even starts. So, here's what I propose. I think on the day of the price increase, no, a day won't be enough. That won't cut it. The week of the price increase, starting on the date, and the 7 days including that one afterwards, I think that nobody should buy any V-Bucks ever again until they reverse the price to what it was before, and also nobody should play for that week. Just sort of a boycott, because, you know, Epic Games, they used to be different. You know why? Because they were different. Fortnite started out as a small independent video game and it grew to be gigantic, and now they're just like everybody else. Like Raid Shadow Legends or... I don't know, there's a lot of free-to-play video games that get people to spend hundreds of dollars on them somehow, and it's just becoming another one of those. Not to mention optimization, but I'm not here to talk about optimization. But I'll do it for a second anyways, because you guys are here already. The optimization in Fortnite is terrible. My old computer used to run 240 frames a second, no problem. Now my new computer can't run 140. So, my performance has gone way, way down. makes me think that they could easily optimize it, but they just don't because it helps them sell more graphics cards. But anyways, yeah, if we all boycott Fortnite for that week, then I think that we could perhaps, you know, put a worm in someone at Epic Games' ear and then get it to tell them that it'll go back to normal if they put the VBuck price back to normal. Because when things change, things change. For the better and for the worse. So, I think that we do have the power to stop this chaos from happening before it even happens. And one last thing. One last big thing that I'm going to do. Just one last time. I have a pretty large following on YouTube. 1,020 subscribers. Think about how many 1,000 people is. It's like a football stadium and a half, maybe. Now imagine all those people boycotted your game Fortnite for just a week. That would really drive down the popularity of the video game. But we have the power. Think about what the coal miners did in the 1930s, where they said, we're not going to mine coal anymore unless we're treated fairly. This is like this, but even more extreme, because there were thousands of coal miners back in the day, but there are millions, no billions of Fortnite players around the world today. So, we're going to make a big change, and it all starts here. Oh yeah, the last thing. As you can see, I have the Epic Games logo on my stick. And if the VBuck price, I'm going to be generous here. I want it to not even happen in the first place. But if it does change, and it doesn't change back in a month, I'm going to paint one of these. Yeah, one of these on the Fortnite Epic Games logo on my stick. So that way everybody who watches my videos sees this and realizes not to play any Fortnite anymore, or at least spend any money on it, because Epic Games has really done it this time. And I really think that we can stop this from happening, because there's no reason to increase the price over and over again. I mean, $10 yesterday is $10 today. So why would you want to charge? So why would you want to give less VBucks for that much? And I just want to leave off this video saying we can do this. Steel Fist Gaming, signing out. But wait, there's more. I have a surprise permanent guest on the Steel Fist Gaming show. You ready to see him? I'll go get him. I'm a puppet, I don't know why I'm a puppet, but I am. Hi guys, I'm Steel Fist Gaming Puppet. And well, I'm new to the Steel Fist Gaming show. And I guess I'll just show up and do these end segments at the end of the show, because that's pretty cool. And yeah, just to elaborate on what Steel Fist Gaming said earlier, I think that this is a disastrous move for Epic Games, and I think that this is going to negatively affect the company, and it's going to drive potentially thousands of people away from the Fortnite video game, and yeah, I just think that this is a really bad move. It reminds me of a story, The Hungry Caterpillar, where there's a caterpillar that gets so hungry it eats itself. And that's what often happens to video game companies. I hope Epic Games doesn't turn to one of those video game companies that doesn't make any good video games anymore. But that might be where they're heading if they're going to increase the prices for no reason. Well, that's all I have to say.
So Epic, please don't raise the VBuck prices, because they're already extremely expensive, and it will negatively impact your video game. Please, share this video.